Hello and welcome to Unhindered Faith. I hope you've had a great week and I hope you're having a great day today as you're watching this. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever wondered why growth seems to take so long, especially when you're working so hard at it? Think about maybe when you first get into the gym, you make that New Year's resolution going, man, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to focus on my health, and you want to see the results right away. You're working hard, your body's feeling it, but yet you're not seeing the results. Leadership growth is the same way. In today's video, we'll explore why growth takes time and why it's worth the wait. We'll uncover some insights from John Maxwell's law of process and the powerful truth that Philippians 1:6 says, which is this: he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. You see, in the law of process, John Maxwell says this: leadership growth is not a single event, it's a process. Just like you can't microwave success, lasting leadership is built daily, not in a day. Man, I love this. I love this. I think of Abraham Lincoln, who developed his skills over decades of setbacks and perseverance. Abraham Lincoln wasn't always successful in who we know as one of the greatest presidents, but the reason and how he became one of the greatest presidents and his insights was because of his failures and setbacks that helped develop him. John Maxwell has this idea that he says small disciplines repeated will consistently every day lead to great achievements over time. So let's look at Philippians 1:6 with the law of process. And it says, God is the ultimate developer of our growth. Just as a leader must trust the process, we must trust God is faithfully working in us even when we don't see immediate results. And that goes with in what Philippians 1:6 says, which is he who began a good work in you will see it to completion. You see, God is developing you and what is in you, that seed of leadership, that seed that God has created you with. You may see some setbacks, you may see some failures, but in how you approach it and learn from it and grow from it will in time develop you into an amazing leader. It will prepare you for what God has in store for you. I think about how the things that have happened in my life over the years, I could look at and I could either sit in a corner. Oh, the sun's coming out. I love this. I could sit in the corner and think about just all my failures, or I could learn and develop the experiences and apply it to my life and let it mold and shape me, because I believe that God is preparing me for something greater. The things that I've gone through in life is preparing me for what's ahead. But yet I still need to focus on today. And that's part of that growth process. So let me give you 3 little action steps today that you could apply. 1, start small. Start small. A lot of times we want to change so many different things in our life. The way that we approach things, start small. Focus on one habit to develop daily. And once you develop that habit and it becomes just part of your routine, then move on to something else. When I talk to new basketball referees, I always tell them, you get a flood of different advice on things to work on in each game. What is the one thing you want to work on in this game right now? And then work on it. Don't try to change so much at one time that you feel like you're not succeeding at anything. Succeed at one thing. So what's that one daily thing that you could focus on today? It might be reading. It may be finding a mentor. It may be, as a leader, finding someone you could mentor and pour into. And then number 2, be consistent. Be consistent. Celebrate small wins and stay the course. Sometimes, maybe for you today, it may be just getting out of bed. That's a small win. For some, it's introducing yourself to a new person. That's a small win. What is a small win you could celebrate today? In fact, maybe in this video, you could comment a small win that you have today and start maybe writing that down and maybe saving it in a jar. And then when you're having a bad day or you're down on yourself or in a season where you have a setback, pull those out and start celebrating those small wins each day. So what is it? Start small, be consistent. And the last one, trust the process. Pray and remember Philippians 1:6, a reminder of God's faithful work. You see, God will see you through. It's one of those things we always talk about even in officiating basketball with our partners. Trust the process, trust the system. And it's the same thing in leadership development. It's the same thing in when you feel like that leadership, that growth takes time and you just don't see the results. Trust the process. So start small, be consistent, trust the process, because God has begun a good work in you and he'll see it through until the day of the return of Christ Jesus. Love you, appreciate you, have a blessed day.